Recording started.
Yeah, I'm more towards M1 orientated combat as much as we can be. I hate long combos. I hate 100-0 combos. It's the reason why YBA's combat is good is because there's not those combos.
I don't know why a lot of people are arguing that those stands got butchered, like the ones that got removed. The combos.
Well, I feel like people are just used to eating that crap to the point
Yeah.
that they think it's a good thing. I mean, when they were first added, everybody was complaining. A lot of the changes that people complain about with me specifically is like, those are all things that people voted on like years ago and haven't been changed in years, but now I'm doing them. You just forgot that you wanted these years ago, or you weren't there for back when it didn't do this. But the other people who, you know, were there back then and remember it, they're like, oh yeah, this should have been done as soon as this was released, like I've been trying to do, like updating a few days after to fix a lot of obvious issues. But yeah.
What's the thought process behind what gets nerfed and what gets buffed? I think they're asking like how
Well,
nerfing stuff.
very complicated because I look at like every single possible source, not just testers or my own, like not myself either. Like I can say I play a stand, but like I don't play it like really into it. Like if you main a stand, like you're gonna know a lot more about it than me. But at the same time, I need to have this unbiased outsider's perspective and be like, hey, I know you want this buff to a certain degree, but it's not going to be fun fighting against this, so it can't be that way. I will say the goal is to make things as fun as possible, even if that means something's a little bit more powerful than it should be. It's really difficult to say how I do it because it's different for every stand. I mean, some movesets I literally can't do anything either because the way Uzu made them, like Vampire, for example, like I try balancing Spacer for Stingy Eyes. No matter what I do, it's either too obnoxious, too powerful, or whatever because it doesn't have anything else in its moveset to, you know, help it out. If I make it bypass block, then it's annoying. If I make it blockable, then it's too weak.
Yeah.
And usually when you have a situation like that, you have other moves in the moveset that you can change around it, but you can't do that with Vampire just because of how they're fucking made. So it's just a whole difficult process. I look at the community feedback, I look at my staff team, I look at my testers, I play the stand, I look at the numbers in the code and like think I compare it to other moves too. That's another thing I'm trying to avoid is making moves too similar, but sometimes it's too hard because if you make one move too unique, it's gonna be the best move and nobody's gonna use that any other move besides that move. But yeah, that's my explanation.
Will mobile ever get fixed? I think
that's a lot because, you know, there's a lot of issues. I'm just gonna name like one example of like where we've had issues with mobile, like recently. Tommy Gun, for example, or any other move with like camera movement off, like Haymaker, Tommy Gun, whatever. Mobile just straight up ignores that for some reason, and it's not anything to do with us. It's literally just Roblox. Roblox in general, they limit a lot of our stuff because of mobile players. For example, like you can't have, like you have to keep your game under a certain size, like memory size, which is fine. But there's also stuff like, oh, this is actually really recent. This is last night that this happened. But you know how when you M2, there's like a highlight, like a white highlight that shows you that you're about to use a move. That literally got disabled because of Roblox limiting like highlights because of mobile players specifically. We had to contact Roblox to see what the problem was because highlights weren't showing up, so you couldn't see when people were using M2s or certain moves like beatdowns. But yeah, mobile is a very complicated issue. It's not something you can fix the same as a computer or a console. Console too is its own separate thing, so it's very complicated. But we're as much as we can to do to fix it, we'll try. But like we've got